Bastion here with a full sync challenge guide for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Sequence 8, Memory 2, Triple Threat is a doozy. There's a very difficult mission to full sync, probably the most difficult in this game. It involves kidnapping 3 targets. In order to get the full sync, you'll need to avoid losing any of your targets, which means not getting detected while you're holding them, and you also can't kill anyone. Also, basically, if you get detected, your target will flee. So it's a very difficult mission requiring you to go non-lethal, full stealth, but there are some workarounds. As I've discussed in earlier missions, the do not kill requirement allows you to knock people out. It also allows you to call in your rooks and have them do your dirty work. So that makes this significantly easier, though it is still difficult. Okay, so here we are at the first target. We're talking to some people to get the location of our kidnapped target, okay? So we've got some cops out here that you're going to want to knock out, as they'll give you trouble, especially on your way out with the kidnapped target. So knock them out beforehand so that you don't have to lose your target later. You can see I have already called in 5 rooks. Anytime you need help from your rooks, you can hold, if you have your gang upgraded that is, you can hold right bumper and tap A to call in a full cart of 5 rooks. They will help you out with basically anything that you're doing and just kill your enemies. And it's pretty fantastic. So, that way you don't have to actually actively recruit your rooks. We make our way down here. There are some guys we're going to want to knock out, again, before we do the kidnapping. Smoke bombs help out when there's 2 enemies, so you don't have to kill them, you can just knock them out. As you can see, those 2 guys patrolling on the right, we'll take care of them later. First you want to take care of this guy, and then the guy at the end of the corridor, then we'll come back and get those 2, and then we'll go get our kidnapped target. Okay, so you see, my rooks have arrived. I can actually send them to fight this guy. I tried to do it, but they're a little far off to help out, and he's already coming to investigate my position, so I'm going to need to use a smoke bomb to disorient him before I knock him out. Otherwise, you cannot knock them out from the front if they are that close to detecting you. It's very likely that you'll end up getting detected, and you will not succeed in knocking them out. Smoke bomb again. If there's ever a pair of guards that you need to knock out, smoke bomb will allow you to get the time that you need to do so. Alright, now that all the guards down here have been taken care of, we can go ahead and get to our kidnapped target. You need to make sure that they're facing away from you because you don't want them to escape from you, you don't want them to run away from you. We want to do this as carefully as we can. So right here, I wait for her to get to the far position so that I can sneak up behind her and perform the kidnap without her seeing me.
Tell Mr. Starrick his next delivery's on its way. And tell him too that I'm growing tired of these working conditions.
Wasn't Starrick who sent me?
Then who?
Maxwell Roth sends his regards.
Alright, there's not really anything that you're going to need to worry about until you get to the stairway here. You can see my rooks are starting to make their way down. I would use my eagle vision, make sure that none of the guards are close by. If they are, send your rooks out to take care of them. You can see I've already got a big battle going on between the police and the rooks. So instead of exiting out that side, which is actually closer to where we need to be, I'm going to go back out the way we came. Alright, so what we need to do is get our target to the carriage, and then we're going to have to do this 2 more times in 2 more heavily guarded areas. What a delight! Aren't you so excited? Alright, 1 down.
What a pleasant surprise.
The second one seems more difficult than it is. This one is actually significantly easier because most of the mission area is not a restricted area. There are wagons which patrol, or carts or carriages, whatever you want to call them, which patrol the area around the park, and those create restricted zones. So if you time it right, you can avoid them altogether. Okay, so there's our target. Wait until he's between these two groups about. He'll take a right here, but you can get him right here first of all anyway. Just wait until he's far enough away from people that when you kidnap him, he won't make enough noise for you to get caught.
You have your villains mixed up, Mr.
And then we need to pick a side. I like to take him out the side that is actually closest to our carriage in this particular kidnapping, because you've got to get past guards no matter what you do here. So I get up close enough. And then send my rooks in to fight the blighters. And when they do so, it gives me a nice little opening to take the guy out.
My most fragrant raffles.
Okay, the second and the easiest target is taken care of. Now the third target is a royal pain. It is in the middle of a busy neighborhood. Once you get to the starting area, go straight to the roof. Getting to the target is easy enough. Getting back out is the difficult part. I mean, you can go in ahead of time and knock guys out. You can go in ahead of time with your rooks and take them out. This is one where it's actually possible to just walk out, and so I like to do it, but it is difficult. Wait until your target moves away from the window and off to the right side of this little police headquarters. And that will allow you to kidnap them without being detected by the guy in the other room off to our left. Okay, take it very slow if you decide to go this way, and if you decide to do this instead of taking guys out like I did in the other areas. Some areas you'll be able to walk a little bit faster, like right here, but for a good portion at least of this building, you're going to need to go at a snail's crawl in order to avoid detection. So this guy comes here, he will come by, and then he'll come kind of back the way he came, and maybe a little bit towards you. So move past him before he continues his patrol. Yeah, he came back the way that we were coming from. So you just need to get past him before he does that. And you've got these two guys. Basically, to avoid them, you're just going to have to slow down to a dead crawl. Just like that. It'll reduce the detection area down quite a bit. And then this guy. Again, just go as slowly as you can, stay as far away from him as you can, and slip past him. Now cut back away from where we're going. I know that some people are going to think that this is counterintuitive. I think that this is easier than trying to cut through the rest of the restricted zone. So, once you exit the building, take a right. There'll be a couple of police officers to sneak past here. And through this archway up ahead, there is one officer you can see right up ahead of us who is patrolling back and forth. You'll need to watch out for him and keep it a distance from him, but the alley is more than wide enough to accommodate the two of you without getting detected. Once we get out of the restricted zone, you will still want to keep your eyes open for anyone that may detect you, but basically the point here is to run around the block and get to back to the area we started. What I like to do is look for another carriage to stuff our target in, because if you have another carriage, you can get around quickly. Now, right here what I did is called for a cart, because they brought a carriage to me. You will still need to transfer carriages at the end of the mission, but this is just a quicker way to get across the mission area. So once you've done so, go ahead and drive back around to where Roth's carriage is, remove this target from your carriage, and put him in Roth's carriage to complete the mission. Once the mission completes, you will have, or not even then, but once you've dropped off the third target, you will have unlocked both optional objectives if you've followed this guide to a T. You may need to restart at checkpoints constantly, but there is a checkpoint for each of the 3 targets, so you're not going to lose the other target's progress if you need to do so. This has been a difficult mission, but an enjoyable one to make a guide. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. Share with your friends. And as always, just have fun.
It's on now.